When I make a fucking deal, I want to make sure that I know exactly what I'm doing and that I can either do something for you or not do something for you. And what I'm saying is, a few investments in my district, a few, you know, it's big to me, to this guy apparently it's not too big, to a couple banks there which would get their attention, and an investment in a business where you can legitimately say to me, when I say legitimately, I'm talking about so these bastards up here can't say to me, well, why in 8 years from now, that's possible,
Yeah.
we'd never hear a thing for 8 years, but all at once some dumb bastard would go start talking 8 years from now about this whole thing and say, Jesus Christ, this happened, then he, in order to get immunity so he doesn't go to jail, he starts talking and fingering people, and the son of a bitch all falls apart, you know.
Right. Well,
I'll give you maybe a list of businesses that I think would be the appropriate businesses that would be very helpful to me if you could see your way clear any one of those, you know, that you might, this then would give a tie, which we'd have to make a little bit of fuss about. Now, maybe the guy doesn't want to do this, but you have to remember this. You got to look down the road, public relations. The tie to the district. That's all I need. From then on, you know, I'm going to be there 20 years in that goddamn Congress, and I don't want to screw it up by some little goddamn thing along the way that if I wanted to make a lot of money, I'd have been outside making a lot of money. And, you know, I know what I can do and what I can't do. And I won't bullshit you. You know, that's for sure. You've got two good people, and but I just want to know. Well, I know the facts.
well, you know the facts now, and as the facts stand, I think you can, you know, get some kind of a commitment or get some kind of
I'll
evaluation.
be able to tell you exactly whether this can be done and how long it would take, and you know, that's you know, that's what you want to know.
Yeah.
And what I can do. I can even tell you what the hell I can do.
Now, let me ask you, now we're here together. I was under the impression, okay, and I told Howard we were willing to pay, and I went out, I got the 50,000, okay? From what you're telling me, okay, you're telling me that that's not what you know, that's not what...
I'm not interested.
Okay.
At this point.
Okay.
You know, we do business for a while, maybe I'll be interested, maybe I won't, you know.
Okay.
Here's the problem with that, Tony. If you get into heat with politicians, there's no amount of money that can help. And this is, and I'm going to tell you very frankly, I'm on the ethics committee, and I see it. I see the thing falling apart. The thing that worried me the most is going through 1, 2, 3, 4 people, and no matter what they think it is, I mean, I know how they fall apart, Tony, and you do too. You know how the son of a bitch falls apart.
Oh yeah. Hey.
And I know also that you know, after a while you learn whether you can do business or not. And right now, what I'm interested in, let me put it this way. Right now, I'm interested in those other things. Now, I'm not saying that someday you made an offer. It may be that I would change my mind someday. At this point, that's all I'm interested in.
Hey.
And let me tell you something. That's why they got the money, and that's why that will be a real favor to me. As I told Tony, you know, I think we can do business in this regard completely.
Well, you know how the Arabs do business. They like to make sure that they've got insurance.
Well,
Money don't mean a shit to them.
No, I understand it, and I know it doesn't mean a shit to them. But on the other hand, as I look into this thing, it may be that it's the only way I can do business, by being completely dependent on, you know, nothing. Listen, I need the goddamn money like anybody else does, but it's you know, this thing may be so sticky that I know that it's going to take a lot of goddamn work, and if it's going to take work, the only thing that can justify it is that goddamn.
I was a little upset that he.
That's why I want to do business this way. And, you know, after we've done business for a while, maybe I'll
I didn't know that,
change
see,
my mind.
I was surprised that, I just pulled him out for that, because he shouldn't have done that.
I think you're right. I
But
think
he says you're a friend of Murphy's and Thompson?
that's right. I'm a friend of both of them. Both of them are solid,
I like him.
and you don't have to worry about them. Let me
No.
tell you, those two guys are
Murphy's
solid.
a hell of a guy, I like Murphy.
Fucking Murphy's a mover too. He'll do anything. He's got more balls, but you gotta know what a guy can do and what a guy can't do. And in this case, Murphy, you got the right guys. There's no question. In the Congress, you couldn't have three better guys. Now, what you don't want to do is reach out too far, Mel.
We're not reaching.
Because if you get involved with too many goddamn guys, and I'm going to tell you,
Well, let me tell you how
listen
this,
to me.
let me put your mind at ease. We're
One thing is, in this thing, we can do this probably, but I've got to be completely to the point where I can disclaim anything. And that's why I'm so careful about making any deals. And I know what you're saying is true. Don't mean a goddamn $50,000 mean nothing to those goddamn Arabs. I know that, but that's not the point. The point is, I've got to be able to pursue this maybe farther than they can, these other two guys. And if I'm going to do that, I've got to have, first of all, the business in the district.
Well, that we'll take care of.
Well, man, let me tell you something. You came to the right guys in order to get it done, and I think the way I'd handle it, you know, Murphy and the other guy have, you know, they got things all three of us got things we can each do. Each of us got a different responsibility in different areas. But I want to do business with you. I mean, I want to get the goddamn jobs in the area. You know, a few bank deposits in my area, nothing I like better. Later on, you know, after we've dealt a while, you know, we might change our mind. We might want to do more business. But right now, I think I can do more this way than any other way. I think I can do more by being completely independent, if you understand what I mean. And listen, it's hard for me. Shit, it's hard for me to say, you know, just the hell with it. But I think this is the way I can do the most good.